Gretchen, and welcome to the Intro to Geotechnical Soils Lab. Today we're doing the grain size analysis. That is a combination of two soils tests. There's the Sieve Analysis, where we separate the soil particles by grain size based on the sieve stack. And then there's hydrometer test, where we use sedimentation to separate the soil particles smaller than the number 200 sieve. So a sieve is a opening based on particle size. So this sieve is a number 4, which means that there are 4 openings per square inch. And a sieve stack or a sieve nest is a series of sieves where they get progressively smaller as they go down. So the first thing you do anytime you do a sieve test is you verify that your sieves are in the right order. So this is a sieve number 4, number 8, number 16, number 30, number 50, number 100, number 200, and then a pan. So the larger the number, the more openings, which means the smaller the openings. So this sieve stack is in the right order. The openings get smaller as they go, which means that the particles will get smaller as they go through. The next thing you're going to do for your experiment is you're going to weigh each sieve empty. Just like when you're doing a moisture content test, you need the weight of your container empty, and then you're going to have your container weighed full. You're going to do the same thing with your sieve, because your sieve is going to be your container. So you'll take your sieve, or your scale, and make sure that it's tared out, reading 0. Make sure that your sieve is empty, clean, and then you'll place your sieve on the scale and record its weight. This goes in the table that's been provided to you by your TA in your lab slides, and you'll record that in your empty sieve column. You'll continue that throughout your entire sieve stack. Once you're done with that, your TA will have provided you with a soil sample. This soil sample we've got, we were instructed to weigh out 1,200 grams of soil. So we've got 1,200 grams of soil, and this is what we're going to sieve. Because we're going to run the hydrometer test on this soil after we've completed the sieve analysis, we're going to make sure that we retain the soil that's past the 200. So write a note on it, whatever you need to do, retain the soil passing the 200. You place all of the soil from your tare into the sieve stack. Be very careful when you pick it up. Hold it on the top and the bottom so it doesn't scoot out the sides. And then we're going to travel over to the sieve shakers. Always make sure that before you utilize the sieve shaker that you get your TA. So when you put your soil in the sieve stack and you're ready to use the sieve shaker, get your TA. Your TA will walk with you over to the sieve shaker and make sure that you put your sieve stack in the sieve shaker correctly, that you've appropriately tightened the sieve stack into the sieve shaker, that you've set the timer correctly. We're going to currently run our sieve test for 10 minutes. And that we've closed the cabinet correctly. You need to make sure you set a timer, because other groups in your lab will also be running sieves. So you can't just listen for it, because it'll be noisy and there'll be lots of sieves going on at the same time. Once your timer is up and it's time for you to retrieve your sieve stack, again, go back and get the TA. They will help you retrieve your sieve stack so we make sure that we don't damage the equipment. Once you're done in the sieve shaker, you will remove each sieve individually. If the sieves get stuck, twist them a little bit and they will pop free. Then you're going to weigh them. So make sure the scale is returned to 0. Place the sieve on the scale and then record this weight in the table provided to you. And this should be weight of scale plus soil. This soil can then... Sieve plus soil, yes, yeah. You'll place the sieve on the scale and record this information in the table provided for you, and it should be weight of sieve plus soil. This soil can then be returned back to the tare that you had. You will have been provided brushes. Use those brushes to clean your sieve, making sure that you're getting all of the soil. If you get any particles that are stuck in this sieve, you can get your TA and see if your TA can help you. And you'll just repeat this process for every single sieve in the stack.